Good morning and happy Sunday. I am on my way to church, but I had a moment to share a fun story, and there's always some crazy thing going on in real estate, but this was really interesting to me. I am a realtor who does a lot of open houses. So I'm out in the community at least 3 to 4, sometimes 5 days a week, hosting an open house in some neighborhood. Now, open houses have been really great for me for lead generation. I meet a ton of great people. It's usually buyers that are out looking at homes. They haven't signed with an agent yet. They're just trying to get a feel for what they're looking for, but they are actually looking. I had an opportunity to host an open house in a luxury condo on a golf course, and it was beautiful. I mean, absolutely perfect, move-in ready. This one couple came in and they were dressed to the nines, like beautiful, everything name brand, looking sharp. They shared a lot of information about what their needs were. They were golfers, they played tennis, they were looking for a place to go to on the weekends. This would be their third home that they were looking at purchasing, and it was closer than the others. I took their information and gave them a call the next day, had a bunch of their questions answered, provided them with some documentation and some information about the tennis club and the golf course and so on. We continued to talk for about 3 weeks. They continued to share that they were interested in this property. And then about a week goes by and I don't hear much. And that's not uncommon. I keep going. I'm doing open houses, calling other people, making contacts, doing my thing. I get an opportunity to do an open house on an acre property with a beautiful home that's kind of a farm style. Gorgeous, but completely opposite to what the condo was. Lo and behold, this couple that I had been talking to comes walking through the front door. So I greet them joyfully as if we know each other. And we do. They have no idea who I am. They don't recognize me at all. So I start telling them about the house and asking them what they're looking for. They proceed to tell me a completely different story about how they want to get away from HOAs. They want to have a piece of property that they can have lots of animals on. She would like to have chickens. It's a whole different dynamic. So I'm listening and taking it in and thinking, well, maybe they want a farm style house to live in and then a really nice luxury condo to go visit. I'm not sure. So they walk the whole property, ask a ton of questions. I provide a bunch of information, and I just don't want to make it awkward. If they don't remember me, they don't remember me. And I give him my feedback form, and he's happy to fill it out. So he's still asking some questions. I'm putting together a list of things that I'm going to get for them, and he puts down his name. And I look, and I said, "Oh, do you go by Peter or John?" And he kind of stumbles over his words. And I said, "I don't know if you remember me, but I showed you the luxury condo that you guys visited a few weeks ago. We've been talking about how much you love that property." They both look at me like, oh no. So white face, completely had no words, didn't know what to say to me. And I'm sitting there going, oh, I just caught them in some kind of weird day date thing they do. Like, what is this? You go out to open houses and pretend to be something and have agents run around all for weeks answering questions about properties you're not really interested in? I'm so confused. And at the same time, I'm completely interested in this entire dynamic. Like, would my husband and I ever go out to open houses and pretend that we were interested in properties and then have a new story for each one? I mean, it kind of sounds like fun, but why would you do that to someone? And why would you spend weeks talking to a realtor about this property knowing full well you're never going to buy it? At the end of the day, I'm always happy to help people and answer questions and gather information for them. It's something that I love about real estate. I love to share. I don't even care if it takes a year, 2 years. It doesn't matter to me. I'm here to help and support. But I would like the truth. I can certainly serve you better if you just tell me what you really need. So that's my story for the day. If you're out there going to open houses pretending you're something that you're not, that's fine. But don't string me along for 3 weeks.